Our conversation with George and Amal Clooney continues. Observe their gaze. Too much for me. They visited the studio on a significant day. The Clooney-Amal marriage is crumbling like a sandcastle in a storm. George focuses on Hollywood projects while Amal fights global atrocities. Their vow was broken. Their twins are caught between their $600 million corporation and its fate. Do their kids know their parents are moving farther? George's prospective Broadway move may shatter their fairy tale romance. Join us as we explore George Clooney's difficult marriage. Marriage tension rising. Hollywood whispers have become a heated debate regarding one of the most famous couples. The Washington Post reported that George Clooney immediately called the White House to assist his wife in sensitive war crimes cases. This report has raised questions about Clooney family issues. Close friends and relatives claim the couple's strong, week-apart guideline is too hard to follow. It feels like a long time ago because they have busy work in different countries. George declared himself done in 2021. At 62, he seems to be defying that. He is strengthening his showbiz career. His play on Edward R. Murrow, based on his 2005 film, will debut on Broadway in spring 2025. Their already rocky relationship is worsened by their year in New York. Amal, 46, has been working more in international human rights, including helping the International Criminal Court investigate war crimes in Israel, Hamas. George felt he had to intervene to keep everyone safe due to her employment. He first called White House counselor Steve Ricchetti to discuss his concerns about International Criminal Court penalties affecting his wife. Their Lake Como property was once a tranquil spot for them and their twin 7-year-olds to spend time, but now it's a workplace. Amal uses George's high-tech factory as her home office when she's not performing overseas law. Their home is shared, yet they only see each other on vacation. Friends are worried about how they'll get through these challenges because it's so scary. One friend or family member believes they live in distinct worlds 90% of the time. Their 10th wedding anniversary may be an opportunity to reunite, but they are still highly committed to their work and show no signs of slowing down. George's political activism, like his plan to attend President Biden's fundraiser on June 15th, even though they don't always agree with the ICC, and Amal's 4-month job on a UK international law panel reviewing war crimes, evidence keep them apart. Their $500,000 donation to Biden's 2016 campaign reveals their political involvement. Even their mutual hobbies indicate they are diverging. While George works on his Broadway musical, New Yorkers wonder if Amal's position as an adjunct law professor at Columbia University could bring them together. However, she works for the International Criminal Court in The Hague, so their time together will likely be brief. Powerful couples today struggle to balance their busy jobs with their marriage vows. As their big day approaches, it will be intriguing to see if they can reconnect their increasingly divided lives, or whether success at business will hurt their personal life. Could the couple's similar careers affect their personal lives? This crucial question arises when we examine their work duties, taking over. Growing careers make the Clooneys less alike. George Clooney's latest film, The Boys in the Boat, led to many high-profile jobs. His first film with Adam Sandler is a Noah Baumbach-produced Netflix film. His next Apple film, Wolves, with Brad Pitt, proves his industry dominance. Clooney does more than play. As producer and director, he manages multiple projects. People in the field believe he works 18-hour days like a military general. As of late, Amal Clooney's legal practice has become more significant. In particular, she led during her 4 months at The Hague. Her panel of foreign legal specialists included former judges from different courts. Each provided valuable experience and knowledge. This broad organization diligently investigated Palestine and Israel war crimes. Their investigation yielded a detailed report and justified their efforts. It was more than a list of observations. Everyone agreed on the results, which might have major legal consequences. Results supported International Criminal Court arrest warrant petitions. This is crucial to keeping international lawbreakers accountable. Amal Clooney spends a lot of time in the Netherlands since she investigates war crimes and crimes against humanity for the International Criminal Court. This supports what she indicated before they married. Her law career would be as significant as George's film career. They rarely see one another because their jobs are so different. George's Hollywood and Amal's legal relationships are distinct. Since they have separate teams and staffs, they only see each other on holidays. George and Amal Clooney are worth hundreds of millions, so their stakes are considerable. Beautiful Lake Como house is one of their most prized assets, worth $100 million. This gorgeous residence is a place to unwind and remember their accomplishment and wealth. George and Amal picked careers that fit their interests and aspirations. Many know George as an actor, director, and campaigner. Amal is a world-renowned human rights lawyer. Respective dedication to respective careers shows that they value work independence, something they agreed on before marriage. They respect and admire each other since they understand one another and can support each other's aspirations. Their employment have changed and 18-hour days are common. It's hard to imagine this power couple, who used to struggle to be apart for a week, started their fantastic love story. The meeting took place at George Clooney's Lake Como house in July 2013. A warm evening changed the movie star's life. His agent called to say he had met George's future wife, but the celebrity said it was another Hollywood fake. How true those statements would become was unknown to him. Amal Almudin attended George's party with his parents as an extra. George's father, Nick Clooney, remembers that his son couldn't stop staring at the attractive barrister, especially when she criticized his politics. Among George's Hollywood buddies, when they met, they broke all celebrity dating rules. They ate at home and discussed international law and world politics in the evenings instead of eating out with photographers. They discussed their sentiments for months before their first date in London, where they discovered they shared a passion for justice and human rights. Lebanon-Britain lawyer Amal speaks English, Arabic, and French. She brought a strong background to the partnership. Although she graduated from Oxford and New York University Law School, she was already famous for working with Julian Assange and the former Ukrainian Prime Minister. George wanted to help people, especially Syrians, and her unwork and international law skills complemented that. They had a different relationship than George had before. He wanted a smarter partner who could push him in career and life, not a Hollywood celebrity or model. In weird ways, their worlds connected. George accompanied Amal to UN discussions and the Monuments Men premiere, her first time in Hollywood. Friends noted the actor's unhappiness. The charmer turned serious as he told Amal about helping others. Their friendship was based on the goal of improving the world together. George proposed to Amal less than a year after they met. That was a typical Clooney moment, sweet but not overdone. He cooked her favorite meal and hid the ring till the proper time. George had waited approximately 25 minutes on one knee for Amal to say yes. They privately celebrated her success before notifying everyone. The Aman Canal Grande Resort in Venice hosted their wedding. It combined Hollywood glitter and cerebral elegance. The ceremony urged attendees to donate to human rights groups instead of wedding gifts, demonstrating their shared values. The engagement of Hollywood's most eligible bachelor and Britain's most prosperous man was more than news. It represented a love story between two people who wished to improve the world. Their narrative illustrates that people bond over shared ideals and perspectives that support each other, not because they share a common past. Given how rapidly they fell in love and married, a significant question arises. How do a global working couple manage their most valuable asset? Spend time with their growing family. Free time effects. George and Amal Clooney are finding it tougher to manage work and home. Their famed 18-hour workdays used to display their dedication to their careers, but today they made their lives harder, way their family works. They must pick between work and their 7-year-old twins Ella and Alexander, even when at home. Has anyone played the trick on their kids? Beginning to do the same? Alexander is making one. Do Alexander and Ella do it? How they damaged their $12 million sunning on Tam's house, which features a modern nursery and a secure room, showing their desire to make their home safe for their family. However, camera-proof walls can't insulate them from work stress. The twins learned Italian before English at their Lake Como house, which the family no longer visits, like a workplace away from home. Despite their busy schedules, the Clooneys have rigorous family rules. Tablets and displays are banned at these schools. Reading in real-life circumstances are prioritized. The twins' assist pack disaster affected children's care gifts. This hands-on parenting reveals that they desire to raise honest, good kids despite their wealth. Friendship with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle has boosted them. Both spouses reared children publicly, so they relate. Before moving to California, the Sussexes' kids often played together. This gave them routine that is rare in public life. George's small actions illustrate his transformation from never marrying to a caring dad. He can make baby food, change diapers, and entertain his kids with humor. He told The Hollywood Reporter that fatherhood made him feel more responsible for the world he leaves behind. This showed his life outlook changed. George and Amal Clooney spend their free time with their kids, not each other. They often spend time with their family alone due to work. They've managed their global careers and involved parenting, but they're worried it's hurting their relationship. Because of this, something crucial happens. Can two successful people maintain family relationships and career success? Or must something change? Raises crucial questions. Could their separate occupations and large age gap present problems for this considerate Hollywood power couple? Fame, family, and gossip are public. Hollywood loves George and Amal Clooney. Fans and media follow their connection closely. They had twins after 10 years together. They pursued their careers while maintaining familial contact. As with any famous couple, the attention exacerbates their issues. George and Amal have been rumored to have issues like many prominent couples. The 17-year age gap between Amal and George may present complications in the future. However, George claims that their various ages have strengthened their connection and helped him forget the little things. He joked when Amal wanted to paint a wall yellow. He may have fought over this as a kid. He chuckles and replies, "Who cares if the wall is yellow?" George and Amal are reportedly fighting about their demanding work schedules. Amal travels extensively and handles crucial matters as an international human rights lawyer. Acting, producing, and activism keep George busy. They try to work from home, but their occupations take them around. New twins Ella and Alexander changed everything for the Clooneys in 2017. We're buzzing this morning because he's talking about when they chose to have kids. George recounted that moment on Mark Maron's show. They discussed it first. Pay attention. George, in his 60s, thinks being a parent this late lets him savor every moment with his kids. He even mocked it. Is sure to be over it by the time his daughter can date. The twins are doing well now that they're renowned, and George told an amusing story about being asked what famous meant. To spend time with family, the Clooneys follow a regular schedule. George enjoys taking the kids to school and being there every day. We get to take the kids to school and do other things daily. This family dedication shows they prioritize parenting despite their busy schedules. The marriage has been rumored to be in trouble, and some tabloids have even reported a split. Critics fear their personalities and hectic schedules could lead to conflict. Many question if Amal, who is famous and admired, would realize George is not the perfect guy for her right now. Online reports indicate Amal, a famous person, may believe George's Hollywood stardom doesn't always match her professional image. These stories are driven by Amal's Hollywood fame. Some thought Amal was different from previous Hollywood partners when they first dated. As their marriage progressed, many suspected George of marrying up. Amal was popular for her intelligence and grace. Divorce would hurt George and Amal's finances and family. Italy has a $100 million villa and a $600 million fortune. Divorces can be difficult. In addition to the money, the couple would have to consider how a divorce would affect their children, which George has expressed concern about. Thoas and Amal seek a safe, caring home for their kids. George and Amal want a successful marriage according to friends, especially since their 10th wedding anniversary is approaching. According to reports, they are ready to work on their romance, but their busy schedules may require some changes. The key is, if they can sacrifice such things for their relationship, we won't know if they can find the balance many renowned couples struggle with until then. Longer marriages, like George's, are more common later in life, according to research. Marriages between 30s and older people last longer, according to economist Isabel Sawell. George married Amal at 53, undoubtedly more emotionally mature and experienced. If he married young, George's marriage and family perspectives demonstrate his maturity. He says marrying Amal makes him the luckiest guy in the world, demonstrating his love for her. They may have survived public pressure because they value their connection and don't take it for granted. George and Amal share some traits that strengthen their bond. George was raised by media people. His father reported news. Meanwhile, Amal's mother reported. Similar experiences may help them appreciate job expectations and embrace one another's professional triumphs. They may also be able to maintain their marriage because Amal is knowledgeable and strong. Training and a secure income strengthen relationships, according to research. Hollywood marriages may rely on one spouse, but George and Amal are prosperous and independent. This balance may strengthen their relationship. Being famous may be difficult. Celebrity rumors are prevalent, and journalists often exaggerate minor issues. George and Amal handle the tension well. The Clooneys don't normally address rumors like other celebrities. They like letting their actions define them. Despite their fame, they may be hiding portions of their relationship from the media. This strategy is especially beneficial for their young children, who are still affected by parental issues. Due to George and Amal's low profile and lack of response to stories, Elisa and Alexander feel normal. This may be unusual for Hollywood kids. The Clooneys have maintained their connection despite their age difference, demanding schedules, and media scrutiny. They want to celebrate their 10th wedding anniversary in style. George will surprise Amal with a trip. As they reflect on their journey, they appear grateful for their life together. This shows they seek long-term stability and peace. How can George and Amal reconcile before it's too late? Jobs take them in different directions. George and Amal are famous and wealthy, but how do they teach their kids about family? Comment with ideas. Please share, like, and follow for more. Also watch the following video. You'll enjoy.